I'm Sofia Bernardi, mindset and business coach supporting ambitious new and rising coaches plus service-based businesses to master their mindset, create an aligned and profitable strategy, and grow a six-figure business using the Rising Coach method. I built a multi-six-figure business by the age of 24, and in this podcast, I will teach you the psychology, strategy, and energetics to do the same. Let's dive in. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Rising Coaches with Sofia Bernardi. Today, I'm going to be talking about your private Facebook group and how to boost engagement in your group. I hear all the time from people saying that their group is dead and it's not getting any engagement and they don't know what to do about it. And utilizing a Facebook group is something I've done from day one in business and is something that is still the biggest part of my business and where my sales come from. So it's worth mastering. And I'm really excited to dive deep on this. But before I share the tips on how to boost engagement, I want you to know that this is something I actually specialize in. I help people to grow their business using a Facebook group and running challenges in that group. And so if you want to use Facebook groups as part of your marketing strategy and you want to simplify your business this year, then come work with me, because this is exactly the process I teach, and it supported me to make over $500,000 in just a couple of years. And I want this for you too, because it's so simple and most people overcomplicate business, and it doesn't need to be that way. So if you want to learn this process in a lot of depth, reach out to me, whether that's messaging me on Instagram or booking a call with me. The link is in the show notes to both my Instagram and to book a call with me. And let's chat about what it could look like to work together, because this is exactly what I do and have done from day one. And so I've mastered this process now. And not all Facebook groups are created equal, right? That's really important to note. But if you're wondering whether this would be for you in terms of listening to this episode, if you don't have a group, that's fine. I would still listen to this podcast, because it might share with you ways you could be severely missing out in your business. You can still be using other social media platforms other than Facebook and still have a Facebook group. There are so many people that use that strategy where they're, for example, posting on Instagram, but they direct their audience to their Facebook group because of all of the benefits that having a group has, right? It builds a community. You get to be talking just to the people that you love. There's so many benefits, right? It's your little intimate container, and people open up when they're in a safe place with like-minded people and so forth. So it's an amazing opportunity, and I highly recommend it. Even if you don't use Facebook for anything else as part of your strategy, still having a group is a game changer. Now, like I said, so many people struggle with how to boost engagement. So I'm going to share with you 5 tips on how to turn this around, because you obviously want engagement, because that boosts your content up to the top of Facebook's algorithm, and then more people see your content and then more sales come through, right? So this is something we want to fix if you're not currently getting engagement. So I'm not going to talk today about all of the things you need to have in place in order to have your group set up. That's a different episode, because there's lots of things like the name, the banner, the about section, your content strategy in there, all of that sort of stuff. I'm just going to teach you how to boost the engagement today. All right, so number 1 is you need to know your audience. You actually really need to know your audience so well, because the more you know your target audience, and visualizing one specific person, by the way, then the more you're going to know about what content to create, right? Only you truly know your audience, unlike anyone else. And you need to ask yourself, what do they want to see? Don't listen to or follow what someone else is doing that has a different audience altogether and a different personality. You need to ask yourself, what does your target audience want to see? And if you don't know, then you need to get clearer on your target audience to begin with. But if you have a little bit of an audience, you could also ask them. And you can ask them in the group, what do you want to see? Do they want polls? Do they want videos? Do they want more workshops? Do they want challenges? Do they want carousels? Do they want still posts? Do they want short form posts? What do they want? Because not all groups are created equal, like I said. So you want to know your audience and create content for them. It's not for you. It's not for everyone else. It's not what another group's doing. It's what does your audience want to see? and create that content. So that's where I would start, is having the people that you're focusing on front of mind with all of your decisions, because that's how you're going to get the best results. Number 2 is to engage yourself in your group, right? Respond to all of the comments you get, like other people's posts on Facebook in general and in your group if you allow people to post in your group. But just engage in everything, like every comment, reply to every comment, comment on things, like other people's posts. Really warm up their algorithm by being involved yourself. If we want to get something in return, we need to first give it, right? So make sure that you're engaging, right? If you're not replying to other people and things like that, no one's incentivized to do that. So make sure that you are engaging in your group and responding to everything. Now, number 3, and this is something so many people forget to do, and that is to actually ask your audience to comment and engage on your lives or, your videos or your posts, right? And ask questions in your posts. Like, the first thing I do when I go live is I'll introduce myself and what I do, and then I'll say, if you're watching live, please come and comment below and say hello. I would love to connect with you. And if you're watching the replay, then #replay so I know you've been here. I literally say that in every video, because what happens is then the people that are watching the replay, whose name I haven't been able to see pop up, they comment and respond because they feel, loved and acknowledged, because I've acknowledged that even though they weren't live, I still care that they've been there. And when they comment, not only does that boost the algorithm and the engagement, but then I know who's watched and I can build relationships with those people and support them, right? So getting people that are watching the replay to comment as well. And then those that are live, when they comment hi, be like, hi, oh my God, how are you? Like, ask a follow-up question whilst on your live, because then they keep commenting. So literally ask questions and be involved, right? So important. Ask and you shall receive. So I ask all of the time. And with your written posts, you can make the call to action of your post at the end a question, right? If you want to. And that gets people commenting. So you could say, drop a heart if this resonated with you, or comment, your favorite emoji, or comment the word blah, 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 and I will send you the link, or whatever it is, right? Are you ready to create aligned, scalable results in your coaching or service-based business? If so, I'd love to work with you. I support my clients through my signature programs, Rise to Coach, which is for new coaches or service providers wanting to sign their first clients, and Rise to 6 to scale to consistent 10K months. DM me at Sofia Rose Bernardi on Instagram to learn more and see if one of my programs is the right fit for you. Number 4 is to run challenges in your group. Now, this is a core strategy I've used from day one in my business and now have cracked the code on, and it has supported me to make hundreds of thousands of dollars. And this is the strategy that I teach my clients, because when you master challenges in your group, not only does your Facebook group explode with engagement and results, but you also sign a lot of clients because of the benefits of it. Running challenges in your group, you get to do what you love, which is teaching and coaching and leading. You get to sell to many people at once, making your life so much easier than having one-to-one conversations all of the time. It's fun, it's simple, it's scalable. There's an opportunity for people to get sold on your concept because that's what you're teaching them over the challenge. They get used to your energy and your expertise. And yeah, you get to warm up your existing audience and bring new people into your group. Like, there's just so many benefits. I can't even begin. And so running challenges is the best way to boost the engagement. Like, my engagement of my Facebook group, like 3x's every time I run a challenge because of the way that I go about it. So that's important. And then number 5 is to evaluate, right? So like I said at the beginning, not all groups are created equal. And so you really want to evaluate, right? What is working here right now? What is not working here right now? And what am I going to do differently? So many people are all or nothing. They start, they stop, they crash, they delete their group, they change their strategy, they just go from one thing to another. And believe me, I've been there. But often
It's not that everything's wrong, it's just that you need to make a few tweaks. It's all about building, testing, and iterating always. My partner taught me that concept, and it's just changed my life, because rather than being so abrupt, I'm just always tweaking. Instead of having this, really crazy expectation that everything just works from day one and is perfect, I'm just committed to always tweaking. I'm always tweaking everything, my messaging, my branding, my episodes, my group, my challenge. I'm evaluating and testing and iterating everything. That's the pathway to mastery. So in summary, how to boost your engagement in your Facebook group is to know your audience and do what it is they want. 2, engage in your group and respond to everything. 3, actually ask for people to comment and engage on your lives and ask questions in your posts. Run challenges in your group to 10x the results in your group and sign a lot of clients. And then number 5 is to evaluate and make the necessary changes, right? So it's just that constant tweaking and iteration. Now, if you don't yet have a Facebook group, I highly recommend that you create one. Message me and I'll share with you the best way you can learn about how to go about that, because that's something you definitely want to get right. And this strategy, like I said, works with any other social media platform, but bringing everyone to this one place where you can then invest your time and energy is going to save you a lot of time, money, energy, and effort, right? I want to see you signing clients. I want to see you building a community so that you can help more people and inspire people and educate people. And having a Facebook group is one of the best ways I've found to do that. So definitely create one if you haven't already. And if you have one, test out some of these 5 tips that I've just shared with you today to see how you can boost the energy in your Facebook group. Because when you have an engaged group, you have more people seeing your stuff and therefore more people likely to buy from you. How exciting. I hope you got a lot of value out of this episode. Let me know which tip was the most useful for you. Come message me on Instagram. And if you'd like to work with me, book a call with me, as spots are filling for my mastermind always. And I would love to support you if this is a strategy you're feeling called to master. Simple, fun, easy, and scalable. All my love, guys, and I'll see you next week.
Are you ready to create aligned, scalable results in your coaching or service-based business? If so, I'd love to work with you. I support my clients through my signature programs, Rise to Coach, which is for new coaches or service providers wanting to sign their first clients, and Rise to 6 to scale to consistent 10K months. DM me at Sofia Rose Bernardi on Instagram to learn more and see if one of my programs is the right fit for you.